Because you know there's a handful of people actually run everything. That's true. It's provable. Not
it's all about control. To them we just cattle, numbers, battling each other while they creeping in the shadows, scheming, plotting, clocking your every move, locked in your mind, brainwashed until it's rotten. Got the population operating as they want them, symbolically mocking them, thinking nothing can stop them. So open your eyes to the lies of the evil, the poison in the minds and the lives of your people. And every time they lead you down a line to deceive you, and by then it's always too late to see through the veil that they hide behind, cause your third eye is blind. Better take a stand, we running out of time. Ain't nobody coming to save us, fuck what you had in mind. Arm yourself with the truth and jump behind the battle line. Can we turn it around? Yeah, it's possible. Divided we'll all fall, but united we're unstoppable. This is for the world, this is for the masses, attached to the strings being pulled by puppet masters. This is for the youth, searching for the proof, keep on looking for the clues, I'll provide you with some truth. This is for the ones waking up from the spell, beginning to discover themselves. Yeah, this is for the youth, searching for the truth, keep on looking for the clues, I'll provide you with some proof. Hey yo, the stage is set, the game is rigged, the system isn't broken, it was designed this way, and only the blind obey, give their mind away to these political, parasitical, cynical, criminal-minded individuals, getting you to surrender your freedoms to the hands of the state, with every boogeyman they create, playing they order out of chaos in order to enslave us, distorted our brains to morally degrade us, faces off against each other while they move the pieces on the global chessboard, directing the hordes. I don't come to bring peace, I was sent with a sword, a truth to get you mentally ready for war. Step forth if you got the balls to call out these tyrants, or submit your compliance through silence, cause in this filthy system ain't a single soul to trust. It ain't right versus left, it's a state versus us. This is for the world, this is for the masses, attached to the strings being pulled by puppet masters. This is for the youth, searching for the proof, keep on looking for the clues, I'll provide you with some truth. This is for the ones waking up from the spell, beginning to discover themselves. Yeah, this is for the youth, searching for the truth, keep on looking for the clues, I'll provide you with some proof. This is for the world. Yeah.
All right. Well, it has been a few weeks since I was live, and it is Wednesday night, May 11th, 2022. So I decided to just kind of have a random live session tonight, totally unscheduled. I kind of decided to do this about like maybe an hour ago. Nothing too crazy. No, no presentations or anything like that tonight. But let me see if I can. All right, hear myself a little better in these headphones. So yeah, a couple weeks has gone by since the last time I streamed live on the show here. A couple of changes have been made. Now the show's not going to be streaming on Odysee for the moment until I can maybe raise the funds to pay for the Restream account. So the way that Restream works is that they actually have an option where you're not paying a monthly premium, but they only allow you to stream on certain platforms. But if you pay a monthly premium of however many dollars it is, I have to double check that. If you pay a monthly premium, then you get to do a custom, you get to basically plug in whatever stream key and URL that you want. And that's where I'm at right now. So I can't really do that. I want to use Twitch. I want to expand the show and let the show grow organically, or maybe even not organically because I'm kind of forcing it into another platform, but I mean, why only use Odysee when I can use other platforms as well? Unfortunately, Twitch is owned by some pretty big company. It's owned by Amazon, but I mean, it's a platform. It's where I can reach a lot of people. I still want to use Odysee, and I want to use Rumble as well, but Rumble isn't offering an option right now for live streamers to do it under one of their free accounts. Again, it's a pay-to-play type of thing right now with a couple of these, these platforms, Restream and Rumble being the ones that I'm talking about here. So, with the use of Twitch, I will be able to integrate the stream right into the website freeyourmindne.com. That's my cat. He is just the loudest. Anywho, so thank you, Mark Passio, for helping me figure out how to embed the Twitch stream directly onto the website. You can go to freeyourmindne.com/live. And it should bring you right to that page. And if it's not working right away, just refresh the page. It should kick in. It'll work. So that's that. That's kind of all that's been going on with this show. And we got some exciting news. I haven't really been able to take the time to announce it on my own show. I don't know if any of you out there caught the last Can You Handle the Truth in Music with Francesco Sani and Ivan Oyola. Nathan wasn't there this time, which was, a little disappointing, but because, I love Nathan. I like hanging out with him and getting to chat with him. But, hey, sometimes you got responsibilities that don't include setting aside the time during the day to do a podcast, and you got to do other stuff. And he unfortunately wasn't able to make it last time. But if you saw the last Can You Handle the Truth in Music episode, Volume 9, you'll know by now that Joe Murray and I have been organizing a one-day online event, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit tonight. I wanted to do like an official announcement on a Hitchhiker's Guide to Truth, because it's kind of it's a joint effort between Joe and I. However, the way that it came about is kind of it's kind of something that I'm really, really, really proud of, and Joe is too. And a lot of it has to do with him and I meeting and him coming on my show like last year, and our friendship kind of evolving from there. And I'm just really proud, so proud that like I want to be able to be like, yeah, I did it, but it's not really that way, where it's like we did it, So in any case, I really wanted to take some time and kind of go through. We made a website for the conference. So just like I talked about with before I really get into this, sorry. So you're watching this on Twitch. It's going to be live on Twitch, but the replays will be available on Odysee. And if you're watching this on Odysee, this is obviously you're watching a replay, and there will be a link in the show notes to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv /A_Hitchhiker's Guide to Truth. Aside from the underscore, the rest is all one word, but I believe that's the URL. But in any case, look for it in the show notes and go there and subscribe and like and do all that good stuff, so that way you get a notification when the show goes live. We're still going to be doing, for now, we're still going to be trying to get to do it on Saturday nights. Might have to cut back how much time I do it, because pretty soon I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to start streaming it live on the One Great Work Network as well, at onegreatworknetwork.com, seeing how I was onboarded as a content creator on the One Great Work Network. And I'm gonna work out to see what time works for my show to be live there. And so this isn't really this is kind of more or less just a catch up, midweek catch up session here tonight, and to kind of like really go into the website and to explore the website for the conference, the 1-day online event in the fall. And to just kind of show off a little bit about the conference, because it is something that I don't know. I will get into it in a second. So yeah, I think I covered everything. New streaming, new options, new opportunities, new announcements. Some old stuff like Odysee will still be involved. I think I covered it. So let's just go right over to that website, back over to here, and we'll just go through it a little bit and have some fun. So yeah, here we go. Shattering the Illusion, a conference on natural law, true anarchy, consciousness, mind control, and the occult. Again, the occult just means hidden. So there. And as you can see, this is where you'll be able to, this will be the main place where you'll be able to watch the conference. Unlike the web page of, unlike the website for this show, there is no chat option here. As it stands right now, excuse me, as it stands right now, we're really trying to, because of how big of a day it's going to be. Right now, so this is May, almost mid-May here. We are really, and we'll get into this in a second, but we're really trying to centralize where the questions go, because there will be a questions and answers segment / roundtable discussion between Joe Murray and I and the rest of the speakers. So this is the home page. It's very simple. We got a countdown here, which is neat. And 135 days until the conference. So that leaves us at what? September 24th of this year. We'll go to the about. So what can we learn more about the conference here? So we already established it's going to be a conference on natural law, true anarchy, consciousness, mind control, and the occult. Shattering the Illusion will be a hard-hitting, information-filled event constructed for those who wish to catapult their knowledge to the next level. This conference is aimed at destroying all of the false and dogmatic belief systems which have been holding back humanity's progress in achieving true and lasting freedom. This conference is dedicated to all the brave men and women from the past, present, and future who speak truth. Those who would not lay down and submit to the illegitimate authority seeking to control all of humankind. Let their sacrifices not be in vain. Let not the flame die out. So, kind of want to go into this. So, like this conference, if you're reading over, the main topics that you can expect, so natural law, true anarchy, so on and so forth. If you find yourself being a person that knows quite a bit about this stuff already, well, you're still welcome to come. This conference will be mostly aimed at entry-level people who are, I guess, just waking up, or maybe not have been awake for as long as some of the speakers. So this is really supposed to be something for everyone, but with more of a focus on helping those who are new to some of this knowledge gain more knowledge and to gain more confidence in speaking the truth, seeking truth. And, that's what we wish to do with this. So if you are a person that knows more about these topics than your average Joe, perhaps bring a couple of people that might be asking you questions. Maybe they can learn a thing or two about this, because we're going to be looking in a minute. You'll see some more about this, but we will be looking at some difficult things to look at. However, we also will be having some of the speakers will be focusing more on solutions. So we're going to have kind of a little bit of a mesh of problems, reactions, and solutions, to put it in one way, I guess, and put it in certain terms. So meet the organizers, myself and Joe Murray. So myself and Joe Murray, we're not just speakers at the conference, we're also organizing it too. Just a little bit of a backstory of Joe and I, and joining forces here. And something nice, I guess, for the visitors of the site to kind of get to know how Joe and I came to this conclusion. So we really wanted to do something live and in person, but it became apparent to us that after viewing Seed 4 last year and the FUNL or Funnel conference earlier this year, that it was more practical and extremely possible to do it online instead of trying to do all of the crazy hard work it would take to actually throw a live event. You would have to rent a hall and get the speakers out and raise all this money, and just didn't seem very practical at this stage. Not to say that it's impossible to happen in the future, but right now we're just gonna kind of stretch our wings out a little bit. We're learning to fly with this idea. So that's what we're trying to do with this. So Seed and Funnel proved to us that it is possible and it can be pulled off successfully. So thank you, Brandon Martin and Nate Kapp and Will Keller, and Chris Jansen, Dominic. Thank you guys, like all of you guys that were involved in the conferences, and you guys really pulled it off and kind of set a precedent. And now we know that it can be done successfully. So how much does it cost to attend this conference that we're throwing here, Shattering the Illusion? Well, it doesn't cost any money, but it will cost some time and attention. That's all we ask for, is some of that spiritual currency. So thank you ahead of time. When will it take place? I mentioned that already. Saturday, September 24th, 2022. We're going to be starting approximately 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark your calendars and just get ready. So 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be 7 a.m. Pacific, and it'll be a little ahead of that in Europe. So there. Maybe some of you people over in Europe can have an extra cup of coffee or some tea or some sort of way to stay up late and watch this, because it's going to be something you don't want to miss. And if you do miss it, rest assured there will be replays. Everywhere that we can possibly post them, there will be replays available. So don't fret. So yes, there will be a Q&A session during the conference. Right now, it seems that it will be at the end, but who knows? Things are able to be a little bit more flexible right now in the beginning stages of really mapping out how the day itself is going to go. Given the fact that we do have a couple of speakers that are in the UK, I am considering to have a midday Q&A for the audience, or if we can do it live, to be able to host the speakers from the UK to be more convenient based on their time, because they are approximately, let's think, about 6 hours ahead of me. And I would like to give them a chance to get some questions and answers in as well, not expecting them to stay up until 4 a.m. their time. Because by the time the conference will be over, if everything does go according to plan, we have 9 presentations. They're each going to be approximately an hour apiece. We have a possible music guest, and don't count on that too much, but I am trying to get in some musical guest to kind of share some of their original tunes with the audience. But as it stands right now, the 9 presentations starting at 10 a.m. would leave us with an end time approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I know that's about another hour later than really how the math adds up, but you got to think that there's going to be a little bit of downtime between each presentation. It's not just going to go boom, 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 one to the next, and that's just how it's going to be. So we allot about an extra hour to make up for the downtime in between the presentations. And there's going to be, like I said, possible musical guest. I have a couple of other ideas to kind of give this conference a little bit of a twist and to make it a little bit more interactive with the audience. So stay tuned for further announcements on that. So I mentioned a little earlier tonight about centralizing the Q&A to make it so it's very easy for the audience to ask questions. Every single one of the streaming platforms that the conference will be available on provides with it a chat where you will be able to ask questions. However, it will be a lot easier, in my opinion, right now, to have it centralized to Discord. So when you come here to the page, really, like, you come here, you can click on this Discord button right here, and it'll send you right over to Discord, right in your browser. It'll go there automatically, and you can join. And the Discord won't be, you won't be able to really post anything in the Discord until the day of the conference, but you'll be able to join and be in the waiting room and be ready to go. And so I mentioned the platforms where it will be. So here's what we're looking at. All right. Have a backup. I suggest Odysee to be the backup. There could be additions to this. I think we're going to be also adding maybe even Twitter, given the recent changing of hands of that platform. I think that it would be a good place to host this as well. But we have Fedbook, Odysee, Twitch, ThemeTube, and DLive, and we are going to make sure that we do get Odysee going, because we know that the whole conference, no matter what happens, it won't get kicked off of Odysee. Unfortunately, there's no way to embed the live stream from Odysee onto this website, to my knowledge. If somebody listening to this right now, if you know of a way to embed the live stream from Odysee onto a website, let me know, because I'll do that. And anywho, so yeah, that's this page. So let's go check out the speakers. Meet them. Let's meet the speakers. All right, so a lot of familiar faces so far. If you've been listening to my show for a while, or if you're familiar with this community off of the One Great Work Network, because as you'll see in a minute, nearly every single speaker at the conference you'll be able to find them on the One Great Work Network. So we have Chris Jansen, we have Ivan Oyola Jr., James Cordiner, that's me, Joe Murray, Mark Devlin, Mark Passio, Nathan Redette, Sean McCann and Jennifer Rose. They'll be teaming up to do a presentation. And we also have, last but not least, Mr. Will Keller. I'm very excited to be able to host the first ever time that Jennifer Rose will be speaking publicly, participating in a presentation. They will be teaming up and talking about circumcision as child sacrifice. And Jennifer is Sean's wife. So you people out there that are familiar with Sean, just wait until you hear what his wife has to say, because she is extremely knowledgeable about these things. More about this page on the website. Just like it says, if you are curious to learn more about each of these great speakers, just click on their picture and you'll be sent right to their website. So let's go to Joe Murray. Let's see what old Joe has for a website here. So we're going to click on his. Oh, a new tab opens up and boom, there it is. Yeah, he's got his announcement video that he made. We've been doing some podcasts together lately, and Joe's got, holy shit, like look at Joe's website. Joe's got some he's put a lot of work into his website here. So let's go. We got Mark Passio, and if you don't know who Mark Passio is, he's kind of he's a big inspiration to many people when it comes to these topics and getting the word out and doing this great work. So his podcast has been going for, I think his podcast has been going for like 13 years. I'm probably wrong about that, but he's been speaking publicly about this since the mid 2000s. So like 15 years he's been speaking publicly about it. It says so right here. 2007 is when he started out making presentations. So we've got short biographies for each one of the speakers, so you can kind of read a little bit more about them. And I'm actually very excited for every single one of these speakers to make their presentations. Chris Jansen, The Untapped Power of Teamwork. Ivan, Proxyism Revisited. Still the other most dangerous superstition. Myself, I'll be doing what is turning out to be part one of a presentation that I'm titling Psychotropics and the Youth. And Joe has the Foundation of Freedom. Mark Devlin, who's a fantastic speaker, has the weaponization of popular culture. Mark Passio, well, to be announced. We'll wait to see what the man himself has to bring to the table. Nathan Redette, I'm very excited about his Hemp Can Save the World, but Human Slavery Must End First. We talked about Sean and Jennifer's presentation, Circumcision as Child Sacrifice. And Will Keller, his presentation is titled Internal Ecology, the Art of Living Wisely. So we got quite the lineup with our speakers, and I'm just thrilled. I'm beside myself with just the absolute quality of speakers that were able to set aside time in their own lives and lend a voice to this great work. And I mean, that's something I want to get into in a minute, actually. So the last but not least, how to contact us. You can fill out this little thing right here, and I'll be able to see that. And then again, another opportunity to click on that Discord button, and off you go to the Discord. You don't need to download the app or anything like that. You can just go right into your browser. You might have to make an account, and and that's that. But it's if you got to make a Discord account, big deal. The reason why Discord is something that I want to aim to use is because you'll be able to tag the speaker that you want to ask a question to. All the speakers are going to be in there, and you'll be able to tag a speaker that you'll be wanting to ask a question to. And it'll be easier for us that are going to be monitoring the Discord chat to be able to really be able to pick out, questions and make sure that there's a fair amount of questions being given to each of the speakers, because it's not going to be a crazy long Q&A session at the end, but it will be I'm hoping that it'll be a decent amount of time. I just said something a minute ago. Let me see if I can go back to the website. Will it jog my memory? I should have written it down. Should have made a note. Shit. What did I say? Oh. A bunch of hoopla. Here we go. Is it working? All right. I was talking about contacting the speakers. I can't really remember. It's late and this is very random. So, let's see. Trying to remember what I said, and I said, I'll get back to that in a minute, and then it just kind of just left my head, and I didn't. Well, I mean, this is the first time we're going to be doing this too, by the way. This is only the first time that we're going to be doing this. We could end up doing it again very, very soon, and when we do it again, we'll be able to bring different speakers in and let more people use their voice. That's what it was. So I knew it would come back to me. So why do this? Why do this at all? Is it going to affect any change? That's something that I was already asked in a roundabout way. That are these podcasts and conferences a dime a dozen these days? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Are they really exacting any change in the world? Yeah, I really believe it is. Based on the principle of vibration, just speaking truth and using the power of your voice to put the message back out there, that energy is combating the negative shit that is coming at us at such a rapid pace. It's almost impossible to keep up with these days. So what can we do? We can prepare to defend ourselves, right? We're already at a stage where a lot of what could be perceived violence would, I think, in the eyes of the universe, be defense. However, I do more good out here in the free world than I would in a jail cell. And my children need me, and I'm sure that there's a lot of other people. So what do? We use our voices. That's right. We use our voices and we use our minds to try to, for as long as possible, hold that line where we're going to try to get around the perceived violence that would be happening. So this is just another effort in a long list of efforts that have already been made to make the world a better place through the power of speech instead of the power of perceived force, defensive force, violent force, coercive, whatever. And that's what we're doing. So are these conferences a dime a dozen? Good. If that's the truth, I say hear to that. The more the better. Let's spread the word out some more. Let's get it going. If you're watching this or you're hearing this at the end of here right now, I also want to say to the people that may be like, well, I want a spot. Your time is valuable to me, and my time is also valuable to me. I will be running, kind of hosting it. So we're doing it in one day. If the conference got any larger, I don't think I'd be able to pull it off in one day. It would probably take a little bit more time than that. And it's just time I don't have as much time as I would like to have for this type of effort, for this type of, these types of actions. I would love to have all the time in the world to do this and only this. It's just time that I don't have. So we're doing it in one day. If it got any bigger, then it wouldn't be able to be done in one day. So that's why the beautiful thing about having it online is that we can do this every 4 months. We can do it, we could do it every 3 months, whatever. If it works, it works. We can do it more often. We can give a platform to those who can make a presentation and clear and concisely, effectively communicate information that would otherwise be hidden and obfuscated to a lot of people at one time. So yeah, to all of you out there that are seeking truth and speaking truth, and maybe one day you want to be a part of something like this. Well, it is not the only time we're going to be doing this online, and so keep that in mind. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate anyone that watches this, your time and your attention that you're giving to this episode. It's a very random episode of the show, and I didn't even really think I was going to do this tonight. I thought I was going to hold out, but I might not be around on Saturday. It's going to be some really nice weather. I might go camping. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be fun. And, big shout out Joe Murray one last time. I play his song. I play one of his songs at the beginning of each one of my shows here. That's another thing, and that I wanted to mention. But in any case, like I really appreciate, Joe, and he's actually been kind of lighting a fire under my ass a lot lately to do this. So I wanted to get one more picture in here for the evening tonight before I sign off. And it's the other, here we go. It's the, what is it, this one? All right, here we go. So this is the other show card that you can expect to see. And as you can see, something that I didn't want to leave out. Diesel Automatic and Joe Murray are going to be writing and premiering a new song just for this conference. So really excited about that too. And thank you, Diesel Automatic, for your participation. I'm sure I'll meet you someday, hopefully. So, I really appreciate it. And, I think that's it. I think that's all I got to say. So in any case, I really, got to get the ball rolling again on this live stream. Changes are happening, and, it's not always the best, but it's what we are doing it's what I'm doing to make sure that I'm doing the best I can. And it occurred to me that Odysee is just really it's not working out the best that I want it to. And so, yeah, we're branching out. That's that. Don't like it. I don't know what to say other than, it's my show. And that's it. So, like I do, I just want to change it up a little bit this time around, because the peace and the love and the this and the that and all the goodness and everything like that is great to hold on to. But honestly, I want you to get angry. I want you to get angry. I want you to be able to stand up and say no. And that gift of anger is going to be what it takes. So get angry and do the best you can to avoid hurt, to avoid it. But get angry, please. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. So, yeah. I'm going to sign off now. I love you all. Peace out. And stay tuned for more from me and more from the conference. Go to shatteringtheillusion.info to view that website for yourself and to stay up to date with all of the changes that will be coming. And go to freeyourmindne.com. Just like it says at the bottom of the screen here. You can also find my work at the onegreatworknetwork.com. You can go there and find the work of everyone who is speaking at the conference and the work of a bunch of other fantastic speakers who also have their own podcasts and blogs on the One Great Work Network. So check out those websites, folks, and stay tuned. I keep saying it because it's late and I'm getting repetitive. So peace out. Love you all.